Twitch versus YouTube, YouTube versus Twitch, Facebook versus YouTube and Twitch. Which one do you go with? Good day and salutations, my friends. So happy to have you here and see all of your beautiful faces. Today, we're discussing which platform you should be streaming on here in 2021. Now, my video I uploaded right before this one, we took a deep dive into Facebook, what the numbers are over there, and taking a look into their actual streaming platform itself, what it looks like, how it's laid out, what discoverability is like on that platform, or what the potential is, and so on and so forth. If you guys want to take a look at that video before watching this one, then I encourage you to do so. It'll be linked above my head right now. And I made that video because we've already taken a deep dive into Twitch and YouTube, and Facebook was kind of the last missing piece to the puzzle. But even having already talked about each one of these three platforms, we've yet to actually take an analytical approach to these platforms, and based on these analytics, deciding where you should be streaming. And much like the last video I just uploaded before this one that I just referenced, we will be looking at Streamlabs quarterly report, and their data is provided by Stream Hatchet. I'll be leaving a link in the description to that data if you want to go look at it yourself. However, you don't need to because I'll be showing it to you right now. And although we'll be taking a look at all the numbers that Streamlabs has to offer on all three of these platforms, there's going to be two key stats that we're going to be paying attention to that will lead to my eventual answer on which platform you should be streaming on today. So without further ado, let's jump right into the website and look at these analytics. And right off the bat, this is going to be the first thing that Streamlabs is going to show you based on the Q1 report of this year. And that is a pie chart showing the total watched hours. So basically your total watch hours is going to be how many hours viewers put into watching each respective platform. And of course you can see, and this might have been expected, Twitch has the glaring advantage at 72.3% hours watched. Not a big surprise here. Twitch is still a dominant streaming platform as far as how many streamers they have and how many people watch it. And then you can see coming in second place, we have YouTube Gaming at 15.6%. And then last would be Facebook Gaming at 12.1%. So like I mentioned before, we're going to be looking at two key statistics here in this video, and this is actually one of them that we'll go more in depth with later, compared with another statistic that will eventually lead to what I feel like will be your best choice. So keep this in mind throughout the video. And right off the bat, I'm going to tell you, in my opinion, Twitch is not going to be the winner here. I don't feel like Twitch should be your platform of choice at all, unless you're already there and are seeing success. If you're starting today or even on Twitch and you're thinking about leaving because you're not finding success, I strongly feel like YouTube or Facebook should be your platform of choice going forward. So why is this? Why do I feel like it's either going to be between YouTube or Facebook at the end of the day? And that's because here, as you can see, we have unique channels on Twitch. Now, I don't know if these are active channels. However, they are unique accounts that have been created on Twitch. And just from Q4 of last year to Q1 of this year, so basically present time, Twitch has gained over 1.3 million new channels. And as I'll show you comparatively, if we go down to YouTube's active channels, you can see here that YouTube has in total, not just from Q4 to Q1, but in total, it has 665,000 unique live gaming channels. And then we'll scroll down to Facebook's. You can see Facebook, pretty obvious on the chart, has had some pretty big spikes, especially over the past couple quarters. But right now they're sitting at 1.5 unique gaming channels. So as far as streaming population goes, we have Twitch at up over 12 million unique channels. Then we have YouTube, which is a little under 700,000 unique channels. And then Facebook, we have, as we just showed, 1.5 million unique channels. So even combining the two, Facebook and YouTube, you're still way under Twitch. So I feel like right now, which is why we're taking it out of the equation, Twitch, way too saturated of a platform to even think about starting on today. So that's leaving us with Facebook or YouTube. As we just saw, based on the charts, it looks like Facebook has 1.5 million unique channels. And looking back at the chart, we can see that that has spiked from just Q3 of last year. They have gained over 1.3 million unique channels. So that seems like the obvious and clear choice, right? It's obviously popular. People are flooding to the platform. So if that's like the next wave, if that's the next highest where people seem to be wanting to be going, then why not just automatically say that's the winner? And that's because there's still one more statistic that we need to be paying attention to. Really two, but they kind of go hand in hand, which is why I call it one. And that is your average concurrent viewership. So basically how they figure out the average concurrent viewership for whatever platform that they're talking about, they're basically looking at that platform and saying at any given moment in time, if you were to go on that platform, there were so many people currently on there watching someone's live channel. So we just said Facebook is rising drastically in how many people want to go there to stream. Let's look at how many people are wanting to go there to watch. Now, we already saw that hours watched was lower for Facebook than it was for YouTube. So is that also an accurate representation of what the average concurrent viewership is? And this time, starting with Facebook, we're looking at their concurrent viewership for last quarter. And of course, their last quarter was higher than any other quarter that they've had to date. So we look at it and it says at any given moment in time, say you were streaming on Facebook, then there were 489,000 viewers that you potentially could have had tune into your channel. So keeping that number in mind, 489, we will go to YouTube's average concurrent viewership. And as you can see on the chart right here, they did take a dip, assuming because less people were on the platform streaming, as we saw with Facebook's huge rise in number and Twitch's huge rise in number yet again. Naturally, people were probably leaving YouTube to go to one of those two platforms. Therefore, the amount of streamers on that platform went down, which means naturally their viewers went with them. But even still, looking at it, although the number went down, they are sitting at 636,000 concurrent viewers. So at the end of the day, what do all these numbers mean? And really, like I said, when it comes to Twitch, we've kind of already taken that off the table. It's just way too saturated. Personally, I wouldn't bother. Which again, leaves us with Facebook or YouTube. And keep in mind, even though Twitch right now is top dog, we're looking at the future. These two platforms have really only just entered the streaming game. And especially with YouTube, Facebook as well, but they've both really just started trying to compete in this game with new streaming features and other enticing things to draw creators to their platform. So with these two up and coming streaming platforms, which bandwagon do you want to jump on? And my answer, albeit surprising, maybe not, maybe sounds a little biased, but I would go with YouTube gaming going forward because, now I want you to hear me out. I don't want to sound biased. I'm literally going by the numbers here and it makes complete sense if you actually just think about it. Going by the numbers, and I've just pulled it back up for you here, this specific chart talking about unique channels on the platform. When looking at Facebook, they have 1.5 million unique channels. That compared to YouTube's 665,000 unique channels. Clearly, there's a difference in the two. Facebook seems to be the more popular choice for streamers to stream on. So that may be surprising in my answer of saying I would choose YouTube, but here's why. The more important number to me is concurrent viewership, and more so than that, hours watched. When we looked at concurrent viewership for Facebook, we see it again. It says 489,000. Comparing that to YouTube's concurrent viewership, it says 636,000. And then not only is YouTube getting more viewers, we go back up to our top pie chart up here, they're getting 300 million more watch hours than Facebook gaming. So not only is there less competition on YouTube at the moment, but there's more potential individual viewers on the platform to potentially tune into your stream. And not only that, they're sticking around longer to watch your content. And that on top of many other reasons as to why I said I switched from Twitch to YouTube, which I'll link that video above my head right now and in the description down below if you want to go watch that. There are just so many good things about YouTube already within its algorithm, the way you can be discovered on the platform, because there is discoverability opportunities within YouTube, even just streaming. Now, I wouldn't advise only streaming because you won't ever grow like that. However, it is possible to be discovered. And then past all of that, we even have YouTube recently adding new features into their platform, which I've also made another video about, which I can link above my head right now or in the description down below. So really, I just don't feel like there's any reason why you should be choosing Facebook or Twitch right now. Comparatively, they are way more saturated than YouTube at the moment. And when it comes to the amount of people watching, obviously Twitch's numbers will be inflated with the amount of watch hours and people there because every other streamer is there. 12.5 million unique channels are on Twitch. So naturally, there's going to be more people wanting to watch those creators. So just because I'm here streaming on YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday from 6:30 p.m. Eastern and on Saturdays, doesn't mean that that's the reason why I feel like you should also be streaming on YouTube. If anything, the smart thing for me to do would to push you to other platforms so that way you're not competing with me. But that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to help you succeed and here to help you achieve your fullest potential. That's why, based on the numbers, really, YouTube is a clear and obvious choice for you to be going to stream on starting today. I hope this video is helpful and provides some insight for you guys. I mean, since my switch from Twitch to YouTube here, it's been a night and day difference. My channel has been discovered way more times than it ever was on Twitch. I have a great small community right now and we're growing pretty much every single day. It's been an exciting experience and I am very excited to see what comes of this year within YouTube gaming, with them adding more and more features, albeit right now on a trial basis. However, the future looks very promising and I'm very excited to be here. With all that being said, please consider leaving a like because it does help the channel and it helps more people find this video. And if you want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications to get notified every single time I post more videos just like this one. And past that, that's all I have for this one. I'll catch you in the next one.